What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today on this video we'll be differentiating the function that you see here using a product rule. Now guys, this function is a bit different from the previous three that we did, so I would say stick around until the end of this video, but you can always pause this video and try to solve this function here, and let's see if you're gonna be able to find the very same answer at the end of this video. Okay guys, now if you are new on this channel, I would advise you guys to subscribe to the channel because I'm going to do more videos on other chapters, on trigonometry as well, on derivative and the other rules, and also I'm gonna do videos on previous question papers. So subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so that it can notify you every time when I upload a video. Alright, if you want to watch the previous videos on other chapters, go to the playlist section and you're able to see those videos that I made on those chapters. Hopefully you'll find something that you want to learn about on those chapters. Alright guys, now let's start. Let's solve this problem here. Remember, we are using a product rule, so we need to identify two functions here that are multiplying each other. As you can see, we have natural log x, which is one of the function, and tan x squared, which is the second function. Now what you should know guys is that each function we should name it. So the first one, we can name it f of x. Okay, we can say f of x is the same as natural log x, right? And then we can say, let me just do it here, we can say g of x is tan x squared. Now in order for us to, so here's what you need to understand. We're gonna use this formula. Let me just write it here. This is a product rule formula. So the product rule formula goes like this: dy over dx is gonna be the derivative of f of x, well, prime means derivative, multiplied by g of x, right? Plus, now the f of x multiplied by the derivative of g of x. You guys see? So this is a formula that you must use. So basically it means that we need to derive f of x and also find the derivative of g of x. Now as you can see, f of x is very simple. Natural logs, guys, when you derive them, it's very simple. This is gonna be 1 over x, which is clearly this one of the simplest of them all. But if you're not so sure how to do this one, there is a video here. Go and watch that video. I explain the derivative or the general formulas for the natural logs, so go and watch that video then. Okay, now let's go to g of x. Now g of x is a bit complex, guys. G of x is actually, it is a function within a function. So let me show you what I'm talking about. We have an outer function which is tan x squared, and then we have the inner function which is x squared. Once you have something like this, basically you need to use the chain rule. Again guys, if you haven't done the chain rule before, I would say go to this video, go and watch the first video, the video that's gonna appear here. I'm explaining the chain rule, but if you have watched the chain rule, you can skip that and come back here straight. I'm gonna try to explain it here, but if you want to understand much better, go to that video. Alright, so the chain rule, remember we have the outer function. So the outer function is tan x squared. So you must and then the inner function is gonna be x squared. So the best way is to equate the inner function with u, which is x squared, and then the outer function equate it with tan. Then wherever there is x squared, you substitute with u. So that is your outer function. All right, I hope you guys can see. So what happened is the outer function is everything here, but instead of x squared we just put u here, because we know that x squared is equal to u, and from there you derive both of them. So let's find the derivative of the first one. Remember, this time it's u equaling to x, so meaning we're gonna derive du over dx. Remember, it's u, that's why it's du over dx. So this one, it's a standard derivative. You know that this is gonna be 2x. There we go. This is gonna be 2x. That's so simple. And then what about this one? Let me just put an arrow there to show that we are deriving this one. Put an arrow here to show that we're deriving this one. So what about the outer function? So the outer function is gonna be du over du. Don't forget, guys, we are deriving y in terms of u. Here we're deriving u in terms of x. That's why it's du over x. This one is dy over u. Don't forget that one. Now, this is a trigonometric functions. So the trigonometric function, guys, if you still remember, it's gonna be for tan. It's gonna be tan. It's gonna be sec squared then u. That's it. So this is how you derive it, guys. If you're not so sure, I'm also gonna put the video here to explain the derivatives of trigonometric functions, okay, the general formulas. I hope you go and watch that. Now the now let me show you the derivative of chain rule. So the derivative of chain rule is going to be dy over dx. So we know that the formula for chain rule, it's actually dy over du multiplied by du over dx. Now, what is our dy over du? So dy over du is going to be sec. So we can say, let me just write dy over dx here. So we can say wherever there is dy over du, we substitute with sec squared u. By the way, it's not x, it's u, guys. Okay, and then multiply, right? Multiply by du over dx. So du over dx is going to be 2x. Now we managed to derive g of x. So this is the same as prime g, is the same as prime g of, or g prime of x. Do you guys get it? G prime of x. It means the derivative of this one here. And remember, guys, when we do the chain rule, I mean the product rule, we derive the first one, which is f of x, and then we derive, and then we multiply by g of x as it is, and then plus f of x, this one here, and then we multiply it by g of x. I hope you will understand g of x prime, g of g prime of x. I hope you can understand that, guys. Okay. All right. So let's start. So let's substitute. What is oh, by the way, this is it. This is equaling. This is the derivative of f of x. So dy over dx. I hope you guys will see this one. Dy over dx is a derivative of f of x. We start with the derivative of f of x, which is going to be 1 over x multiplied by g of x. So what is our g of x? Our g of x is going to be tan x squared. So we're going to multiply by tan x squared, and then plus. Now when you plus there, now we need to write f of x. Remember, f of x is natural log then x. So natural log x, and then multiply by the derivative of g of x, which is g of x prime x, which is going to be sec squared u 2x. So let's multiply there. Let's multiply sec squared u multiplied by 2x. Alright, let's rewrite this in a right format. Okay, now if you see 1 multiplied by tan squared, this is going to be, tan x squared, it's going to be tan x squared over x. And then here we have 2, let's say plus, we have 2, so this is going to be 2x, and then natural log multiplied by natural log x. But there's something that is not right here. We have u here, so we need to change this. You remember, u is the same as, if you look at our formulas here, u is the same as x squared. So we can say multiply by sec squared. Then what is u? U here is gonna be x squared. Guys, I hope you managed to understand this, because it's a bit complex, guys. But if it so happens that you don't understand, you can rewatch the video, or you can comment on the comment section. I'm gonna do another one that is similar to this one if you didn't understand this one, but you can always rewatch the video, guys, and pause wherever you don't understand and rewatch again. But what's so nice about this platform, you can always also leave a comment so that I can able to help you guys with whatever it's confusing you there. But if it did help you understand how to derive this problem using a product rule, you can like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Share this video to your friends, guys. I hope this information helped you guys. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Till next time, cheers.